Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is no way you're stalking. The scripture comes from Sirach 18 and 20. Before judgment, examine yourself, and in the hour of visitation, you will find forgiveness. God said somebody said that somebody that you are stalking them, that you are harassing them, you doing this, you doing that. God said it's no way that you are stalking them, and this is why. If you were stalking them, you would know more about them. Like, there are things that you don't even know about this person, and these are things that are, I don't want to say obvious, but I feel like it's very well known information. It's something that a stalker would know. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know these things. And another thing that I feel in my spirit, where it say before judgment, examine yourself. Like, you don't invite yourself around them. They invite you. So it's not a situation where you just popping up and forcing yourself upon them. You know what I'm saying? Even if you are the kind of person where you may call and you may try to, you know what I'm saying, see what they doing, see what they up to, offer to hang out with them or offer to go places, whatever. But when it really comes down to it, it's not a situation where you're trying to force yourself up on them. You are just basically being a friend, being a companion, or whatever you want to call it. But I just feel like it's not a situation where you are stalking nobody. You're not stalking nobody, okay? And God said for somebody, it's actually the other way around. You know what I'm saying? They fit more of the bill of that than you do. As quiet as it's kept. And this is why God says, before judgment, examine yourself. Before you start pointing the finger at somebody else and what they have going on, you have to make sure for sure that your hands are clean and that you ain't doing nothing. And that you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not fair for you to be, you know what I'm saying? Also, like, I just feel like that's hypocritical of someone to say that your actions are stalkerish, and they the one that's on 1,000, okay? And that's the message. It is what it is. I feel like regardless of which way, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But God is saying, if this person, like, I just feel like regardless if this has fell up on your ears and you know that they said this about you, or it's a situation where you don't know they said this about you, you know what I'm saying? God is saying, like, this is something that could hurt your feelings, and it's something that could make you not want to deal with them. I'm being reminded, I watched the movie Friends with Benefits last night, and I'm being reminded of the part where she went with him to California to visit with his dad and his sister and his nephew. And the guy was having a conversation with his sister, and she was asking him why he isn't more serious with her and why he doesn't just enter a relationship with her. Telling him that he's playing about his feelings, he's pretending like he doesn't like her and they're perfect for each other, ... And he is coming up with any and everything to say that she is not his type. And in the midst of him doing that, she heard. And when she heard, it hurt her feelings. And, she immediately left, and he was looking shocked. He didn't understand why she left. She left. She didn't want to tell him goodbye, really. She didn't give him a hug. She stopped answering his calls. She stopped wanting to see him. She stopped wanting to work with him. She stopped wanting to deal with him altogether. And then he went out of his way to, to try to fix that. But I'm saying this to say, for somebody, you overheard something that someone said about you. Regardless if you overheard it on accident or if it was on purpose, it really hurt your feelings. And when you heard what this person said and how they felt about you, it's like they kind of made it seem as though you were harassing them, you were stalking them, and you were doing too much. And as soon as they said that, you stopped altogether. And it's like it came around to them, you know what I'm saying, coming after you. 444, as I say that, and it's not to say, you know what I'm saying, that I'm not trying to call nobody a stalker, but I just feel like in this situation, it's kind of like this is somebody, they not really being honest with their feelings, and they're not being like, they basically are trying to act as if it's not what it is. God said in reality, it's not a situation where you're trying to force them to do anything, and you already proved that. Because once they started trying to act as if that's what you were doing, you pulled back altogether. You shut down. You shut down, which is what sis did in this movie. She shut down completely. She wasn't calling no more. She ain't want to hang out no more. She ain't want to talk no more. The whole friendship it came to a complete halt. And he started to realize that she meant more to him than what he was presenting to himself. What he was basically playing with himself. And in reality, she was his best friend. And, you know, eventually he came to find that he was like, I can't go on without her being my friend. I don't want to. He was like, even if we cut off all the extras in the relationship, I don't want to carry on without you. God said it is not fair for someone to do you like that. You know what I'm saying? If they feel like they don't rock with you like that, they don't like you like that, and they want you to leave them alone, so be it. But it's not right for them to act as if you are bothering them. You are irritating them. You're getting on their nerves. You're doing this, that, and the third. And in reality, they know good and well, just the same way you like being around them, they like being around you. They know good and well, just the same way you attached to them, they're attached to you. They know good and well, just the same way. Like y'all, this is not a situation where you're forcing yourself upon this person. The feeling is mutual. And God said, like, you know, it's one thing to not want everybody in your business, that's understood. But it's another thing to not want people in your business to such an extent that you are hurting people that you actually care about, and you are basically rejecting them on accident. And I just felt that's what happened. This is somebody, they rejected you, and they didn't even intend to. They didn't even mean to. It's like this is somebody, they really do care about you, and once you pull back, it kind of, you know what I'm saying, it affected them. And God is saying, like, you know what I'm saying, for whoever this is for, if you on the side of the person where you didn't like not having this person around, you didn't like not having this person in your life, then you have to be careful to not do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that can be very hurtful. And I'm looking at the little embarrassment toy that I got by my TV. You know, I just feel like that's embarrassing. And I'm just thinking about what he said about her. And the way that he said it's like it kind of made her feel like she was nothing. And I'm also being reminded of Penelope Featherington and Bridgerton when Colin started speaking to the guys, and he was saying that he would never court Penelope and he would never be seen with her, and that she's just a friend. And he really started talking down on her, about her, to such an extent that he made her cry. She was very sad for a long time. She didn't want to go outside and talk to anybody or see anybody. She was very sad. It hurt her feelings very bad. And it is very hurtful when you hold somebody to a high regard, even if you just consider them a friend at the very least. Friends don't talk about friends like that. And that's just real. Friends don't do friends like that. Friends do not, take out the time, effort, and energy to basically embarrass, shame, or, you know what I'm saying? Basically, like, how do I say it? Criticize and humiliate a friend just for the sake of saving face, or, for entertainment of others, and Colin's situation specifically, it was because he felt embarrassed because of the way the other guys were talking about her, and they were saying it as if it was something wrong with her, and how could you possibly, you know what I'm saying? And, the fact that he played along with it and fed into it, that's very hurtful towards your heart. And I feel like even when she heard him you know, she said when she talked to him about it, it's one thing for the other guys to say what they said. She knows they don't like her, but she knew they didn't like her. But for him, someone that claims to be her friend, at the very least, for him to sit there and talk about her in such a way, it was very hurtful. And you know, it's one thing to just say, you know, nah, we just friends. But the way that he sat there down playing everything, that was uncalled for. That was cruel and unusual punishment. You know what I'm saying? And it really hurt her feelings because, you know, you don't expect your friends to do you that way. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like that goes to show that sometimes we call people our friends and they ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Even though she ended up marrying him in the end, you know, it's just still a situation where that can be very hurtful for someone that is claiming to be your friend, someone that claims to love you, someone that claims to care about you, to turn around and, you know, basically drag you in front of for any and everybody to see it. It can be very hurtful. Anyways, that's the message. God is saying, like, and if this is the other person, I hope that you understand from that point of view, because you wouldn't like it if your friend was talking about you like that, was to make you feel so small and so, you know, unimportant. And you know, it's very hurtful. It's uncalled for, you know. And you know, in both situations, even though he was trying to explain to his sister that they were just friends, but in the process of him explaining to his sister that they were just friends, he really drags her. Because he was talking about she's so damaged and he could never be with her, and it would take too much to try to figure her out and put her together. And due to the fact that she had just went through a breakup, and you know, everything that she had been, that really, you know, it was like a dagger. He was supposed to be, the whole basis of their relationship was for them to be safe spaces for each other. And instead of him being a safe space for her, it just, what he said out of his mouth made it seem like all he had been doing was using her. He had never seen her as a friend, like he said. And he was just, you know, just like she said, you just like the other guys. There's nothing different about you. You said that you were this, that, and the third, but Anyways, that's the message, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.